nice day today. Well, dreary day here in Atlanta, but guess it's a nice day. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff going on, and every day we got a lot of stuff going on. But today is another day in our lives of high tariffs and craziness going on all the time. We had a Senate hearing that's going on. I guess it might be over with now and everything, man, with all the fireworks that happened with the attorney general and stuff sitting there in the Senate hearing, and man, she kind of tried to dog those senators and stuff out, Brother Whitehouse and Brother Durbin and everything. She was very nasty and stuff with them, and she
What a
it
joke.
was, it was a sight to behold.
What a joke.
Yeah, man. I
Shame
was
for the
kind of,
people.
yeah, I was kind of surprised she did all that. She acted bad. She told Dick Durbin he don't give a shit about Chicago. You care more about Chicago than you do the president. Uh, you- I don't know what to think about that, Ted. I really don't. I had man. She better be lucky I wasn't sitting there. She better be damn lucky that my name ain't Dick Durbin. 'Cause ain't no way in the world I sat there and took that.
Well, all the Democrats were expecting that shit.
Well, evidently they wouldn't because they didn't have a lot to come back at her. She
They
threatened
don't do that,
several.
Ed. They don't
Huh?
do that.
They don't
They
do
don't do
that.
that.
They don't do that. Oh well, they better talk to my boy over there from New Jersey and stuff and everything because he had a big row and stuff with Patel or something last time he
Who are
was
you,
there.
who are you talking about?
Uh, my brother senator over there from New Jersey.
You talking about
Yeah,
Booker?
yeah,
He ain't
Corey.
say nothing very controversial.
Well, yeah, it was. It was. I thought it was very fiery. Him and Patel, they were tit for tat there.
That's Patel. We talking about the DOJ. He was very calm. You know, the thing is, the two people that just dropped the mic on her is that senator from California, the Latino guy, and Schiff. Is that his name? Schiff from California?
Yep, and Padilla.
Okay, so he gave her a lesson what the job duties of a DOJ is, and then Schiff came back and said, "Here are all the questions you didn't answer," and he named about 10 or 12 of them. You evaded those answers. She tried to talk about him, but he didn't let her write him. She tried to talk about him too. That lady's going to jail. She's going to jail.
Mm.
Now she tried to cover her ass because she always saying, "Well, that's Patel. Talk to him. She the boss."
Well, I don't believe Trump made her the boss over Patel yet. I don't believe she's the boss of it. It's supposed to be that way. In other administrations, it is.
Well, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that's I'm talking about as far as organizational charts. She the boss. She a
Well,
boss over all of them. All
I
those
don't know about
agencies she
that.
named, she the boss.
I don't know about that. I had no idea because
Trump ain't got shit to do with it. He
Trump
ain't even
has
supposed to be having anything to do with FBI neither.
Trump has changed that whole scenario
Well,
in
he
the Atlanta
broke the law so
progression
many
there.
times and procedures. I mean, I'm not giving him no credit because he ain't worth a crap no way. We
Well,
already
we
know
under,
that.
well
But
we
the point
understand
is,
that, but I think I think Patel and everything is probably on her equal and stuff. Trump had gave them both equal.
I don't think so. That's not the way it works. DOJ
Well,
is over
we
all those agencies.
we don't. With Trump, everything that we used to happen is out the window. Ted, you know that Trump does. He's not the normal president,
He's against the law. Everything he's doing is against the law. He's not
and
doing
he's and
policy, he's
he's
not doing procedures.
and he's
Those
getting
things that he's doing is against the law. The
and he's
DOJ
getting
is the
away,
one that's supposed to call him on the carpet, and they are not doing it.
and he's getting away. He's getting away. Nobody is holding him at all.
You
He
know what
is
the DOJ stand for?
Department of Justice.
Okay, and the Department of Justice is supposed to be for the people, not for him. The people.
He
That's why they
is
have a civil rights department.
absolutely, and he has taken over. They are his attorneys now. That's how he considers them. Those are my attorneys, and Bondi is doing exactly what he's telling her to do.
I agree. I agree.
I didn't see that interchange with Schiff and Padilla from California. I didn't see that.
Oh,
Only
he
ones I
dropped the
saw.
mic on her, bro.
Yeah, the only ones I saw was
Schiff dropped
White
the
House.
mic on her.
I'm gonna have to check that out when I get off. I didn't see that one. I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna leave me myself a note here.
Me and my wife were just laughing at her, man. She was a joke. She's a joke, big time joke. I guess she thought she was doing something, and maybe 46 or 47, 47. She was dealing with him and right to him. But she a joke, and I can just see all the attorneys, mostly all the attorneys, just shaking their head, especially all
Yeah,
these judges.
I think they've been shaking their head Ted, for a
Well,
long
I know
time.
that, but I'm talking about on this particular committee meeting. They were shaking their head and unbelievable that this woman is so disrespectful and don't answer any questions. Don't answer any questions. But she's trying to cover her ass, so that she won't have any records of showing, any
Absolutely,
lying or
that she lied.
perjury or nothing like that.
Right, absolutely.
So
She was
that's her
covering her
whole
butt.
big thing.
She was
I
covering her
gotta
butt.
save my
But
own ass.
didn't when Durbin came around and everything, he made a snide remark right at the end and stuff, and told her that what she was doing and everything was going to cause her a lot of legal problems. I remember him saying that to her.
She know it.
Yeah, he came around and said,
She
"Hey,
ready
all
for it.
this stuff you're doing here is it's going to cause you a lot of legal problems." And he shut his mic off, and that was it.
She ready for it. She know it. But she know that's gonna be years in the
Oh yeah,
making.
this will be after
So
Trump is
she ain't
gone.
even worried about it. She knows it's gonna be years in the making, and she ain't even worried about it. And according to, what she's asking all the states to do: send all your voting registrations to her. Every state, she's sending a letter.
I don't think she can legally do that.
Well, according to her, she can, and then
I
according
don't think
to
she can legally do that. That's the reason why stopped for a second. I don't think she can legally do that.
according to even the senator from Connecticut, because he got the letter and he read it to her, and that's what she's requesting. And the Secretary of State of Connecticut said that he wasn't going or she wasn't going to respond to it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think she can legally do that. And
Oh yeah, it's legal. They can do
I
it.
don't, I don't believe she can legally do that. I don't believe she can legally do that. No, I don't believe she can legally do that. I'm
Well, I don't
sorry, but
know.
I'm gonna have to check that out. But I don't believe she can legally do
I
that.
don't know. All I'm
Yeah.
saying is that he
If
said that
there
she
is
could.
if there is a crime that's being committed and everything, she can prove that there's a crime or an investigation going on. She can request this information and stuff from them, but I don't believe she can legally force them to give her that information unless she goes to court.
Well,
That's
the
my opinion.
Secretary of State said, "I'm not sending you nothing."
Right. And I'm pretty sure a whole lot of them going to say the same thing. I'm not sending you anything because I think she has to have a case going on before she can do that. She can request this information. There has to be something going on and she has to have a case going on that she can do that, legally do that. She hasn't set that stage and everything and stuff forward getting that information. Anyway, what else is going on, Mr. Harvey? We done
Well, I
spent
got a lot
11
of stuff
minutes
that's
on that
going on,
on that
but
on that blind BB.
here's the thing, though. Ed. I was just thinking that if you realize that the stoppage, the shutdown,
Right.
the head of the Congress, Speaker of the House,
Correct.
it's almost like he's and the reporters are going along with this program because he's selling it. I mean,
Hmm.
he's selling it. However, none of the reporters are saying that the Democrats, the reason why they decided to go ahead on and allow this to happen in the Senate is because the fact is that all these people's premiums are going to go up if they don't have those subsidies, because that's what keeps the ACA going. Because there's so many people that can't afford health care is the reason why you have Medicaid. Now, Medicaid's been around for years, but but because of the ACA kicked in, the way President Obama has set it up, it's supposed to go around for every state. But there are states that have denied a lot of the Medicaid availability. And the
Correct.
reason why Medicaid is not as popular as it should be, because it should be over 50, over 60, 70, 80 million people on Medicaid
Correct.
with the ACA, because
Correct.
it makes the cost of insurance less. The more
Correct.
people you have on it, the more people that's on Medicaid that's getting it and getting subsidies. Everybody don't get subsidies. A lot of people have to pay, but it makes it cheaper because the more people that's on it, it makes it cheaper. So so therefore, you got a lot of states, Republican states, that don't want it because they want to get rid of ACA. So so the point is what I'm trying to say is the reason why Medicaid is so expensive now is because the rest of the some of these states do not promote ACA. So that's where we are right now. So so the
That's a
Medicaid
that's a point that I
bill
got to
is.
make. So before you end this, I got a point I got to make to you. Go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead.
The point is and stuff, Ted, is that the Affordable Care Act and stuff is a healthcare exchange out there that people have to go through this exchange, even if they're in a state that does not really approve for Medicaid and stuff to be involved in the Affordable Care Act. The Everybody who was on the Affordable Care Act and stuff goes through an exchange that the federal government has set up. And when they set that up and everything, they gave them a subsidy to reduce their health care premiums. those subsidies that were given to them are the during that big beautiful bill, they took those subsidies away. And I think you got a little bit wrong and stuff there, because what's happening and stuff now, we're in on the 15th of October and everything is open season for everybody who has the Affordable Care Act, who was under the Affordable Care Act. It's open season starts then. So what happens and stuff, in that period of time from October the 15th until right around the end of November, the 1st of December and everything, those people who are on Affordable Care Act get to choose what kind of health coverage they want. Okay, so what is going on and stuff right now? All those 20 or 30 million people out there who are on the Affordable Care Act right now, before October 15th or a little bit after October 15th, they are getting a letter, and it is telling them how high their premiums are going to be starting in January.
And why are they receiving it, Ed?
Because they have to do that and stuff to them, because this is a federal program and stuff and everything. And what happens is that they have during this time when they choose what's going on, they have to give them the let them know what's going on with it, because the federal government has to have time in which to find out what program that they want to be under. And when that happens and stuff, they have to have time to let people know that, hey, come January, your premiums are going to be going up, and this is how far they're going to
You're
be going
missing
up.
the whole point, bro.
No, I'm not missing the whole point. I'm just
Well, let
telling
me
you what's going
explain.
on.
Okay, you talk, let me talk. The point is the reason why they allow the Democrats is because they want to make assure these exchanges will have those subsidies available. Then that way they do not raise those prices up.
And that's why they're on shutdown.
That's exactly right. That's all I'm
That's why they're
saying.
on shutdown. And
Well, that's
those
all I'm
people,
saying.
what you're saying is that they don't know, but they will know.
What do you mean they don't know? I didn't
Most
say
of them
nothing
have
about they
gotten
didn't
those
know.
letters already.
I didn't say they didn't know. I said the reason why is because those funds or settlement, those discounts are not available to those people that's giving that insurance. So therefore, they say, well, we don't have no possibility of knowing that what they're gonna do is getting those settlements. So therefore, we raising your prices up until we know that we're gonna get that money available because that's how they get their money because they subsidizing healthcare with these exchanges. And these exchanges have to be on file right now so that they can keep those prices down low. And that's the reason why these Democrats have allowed this to happen. But I found out, this is what I found out, that they don't have to have no shutdown here. That's a bogus shutdown.
No, it's not.
Because, oh yeah, according now I don't know. I mean, I'm just going by what I read and what I heard. Now this is what I'm saying. If it's true, they said that the Republicans can go ahead and open the government with 51 votes.
No, they can't.
Now that I don't know, but that's what I heard.
They
They can
can
open the
get they
government with
can they
51
can
votes.
get they can get rid of that 60 vote threshold and stuff and everything.
Now
They
they
can't.
voting on the CR, Ed.
No, it's not a CR. What is going on is not a continuing resolution with what they're doing. That's not they're not they can't do that on the CR. What they're saying that the Senate can do and stuff is that they can eliminate with a majority vote. The Senate can go and say we're going to eliminate the filibuster, completely eliminate the filibuster. And when they do that, yes, they can pass that daggone thing with 51 votes if they eliminate the filibuster. But most of those senators and stuff who are old folks and stuff do not want to get rid of that filibuster, because in the times and stuff when they're not empowered, that filibuster rule and stuff has helped them to keep the Democrats in check. And they don't want to get rid of that because they know if they get rid of that daggone thing completely and stuff and everything, that whoever is in power is just like the House is. Everybody's on equal terms and majority rule. And they want to be able to hold these people to the fire when they become in power. And they know what's going to happen if they get in, if the Democrats get in power, then they can pass anything they want to pass with 51 votes, and they can't hold them back at all. They don't want that to happen.
Well,
They
here's
can
the
do it.
thing. Here's the thing. When you have, um, I would say, and I'm just estimating, let's say 80 million people that's working every day, working for these corporations. They paying for their own insurance with the corporations because now, insurance ain't free. I remember when I first started working, insurance was free. But now people paying 150, 200, $300 a month out of their paycheck for insurance, for family insurance, if not more. So these people that's working every day for these corporations and some of these small businesses, they already got insurance and they happy and they satisfied and they going about their business. But that other 80 million people that's getting these subsidies, even though they're working for small corporations and companies, restaurants and all that, they got the ACA, you got the government, that's doing their thing, and so therefore, a lot of people that are working people and people that's on Medicare, Medicaid, Medicare, you know, a lot of these people pretty much out the picture. So you got 80 million people that's dependent on ACA in some form, Medicaid or whatever. And now I understand that they're trying to mess with Medicare.
They already did. When they passed that big beautiful bill, they already took out over $500 billion of Medicare. That was in that big beautiful bill, along with that $1 trillion they took out of Medicaid.
And the Democrats do not bother to give the numbers.
Now you have to remember and stuff what happened in March. And they got ready to pass that big beautiful bill. The House, overwhelmingly Democrats, voted against the shit, but they passed it because they had a 51 vote majority. In the Senate,
You had
there were
about 12 Democrats that voted for it.
they voted for it, and they went ahead and passed it on through because Chuck Schumer said this is not the time to fight Trump because he has too much. We can lose too much and stuff by this, and we need to wait until this time before we put up our fight.
That's because he sold out, bro.
He sold out, absolutely, and he found out after he went and signed that thing that it didn't give a Trump didn't give a crap what happened. He was going to do what the hell he wanted to do.
And they had plenty of time to negotiate this thing going down the road.
Absolutely, they had a plenty of time to hold him back and stuff from passing that daggone bill. And along with passing that bill, what they did and stuff in that bill and everything, they increased the debt $5 trillion.
Schumer is a joke.
Where do these people take a stand at? I believe they should have took a stand in March. Now they're in a position and stuff where they should take a stand. Even though the Republicans and stuff, they are right that they probably could wait because this thing right here is only for until right before
Can't trust them.
Thanksgiving. It's right before Thanksgiving
You
and
can't
stuff,
trust them, Ed.
and they got a chance to negotiate this stuff during that period of time. But the Democrats don't believe them, and I don't either.
You can't trust them.
I understand. I say the Democrats, but they have what they
I
have.
just
They
read an
have what.
article. I just read an article. 47 said, open up the government and then we'll discuss it.
Nope,
But we're
they're not
not
going to do that.
discussing anything
They
until you open up the government.
they can't. And they know that they can't trust them, and that's why they are not opening up the government. And there are a lot of people out there who believe, because according to the polls and stuff that's going on out there, those people believe that the Republicans and stuff are the one that's causing this daggone shutdown. And they not. And there's some still blaming the Democrats, but not as many as blame the Republicans. And I believe that Hakeem's folks and stuff is going to hold steady. The people that I think that's not going to hold steady are them folks over there in that Senate, because you're finding some of them over there and everything, especially about two women and stuff over there. I ain't gonna mention their name, but they already thinking about waffling and stuff and voting with the Republicans and stuff and going ahead and passing this thing on through. Only thing that they are only thing that's holding them back is that there are two or three women and stuff who want to give it in. They don't have enough. They know that even if they do it, they still don't have enough votes to reach that 60 threshold. They are thinking about waffling. Well, maybe we should do this. Our folks and stuff do not have any guts at all. Our Democrats, I don't trust them either. Some of them, I really don't. I can't, because they have proven, even back when Obama was in office, that they got some Democrats and stuff and everything. They don't have any guts at all. But I got to give it to these damn Republicans, right or wrong. Looking at that summer gun and his daggone face and everything, they backing him up to the goddamn hills. Excuse my French people. And they know that summer gun is wrong, but they still voting with it. Now, they're saying that some people are scared. Well, there's some proof that just happened that a judge and stuff in one of those federal courts or something and everything, she ruled against the Trump administration, and Trump opened his mouth and everything, and the house burnt down in North Carolina. No, South Carolina, I'm sorry. It burned her house down. So maybe they are true about them, those threats and stuff that's going on.
Oh yeah, ain't no question about it, bro. These people. A little money, man. People do anything for a little money. So and there's plenty of money out there, plenty of money. So thank goodness that her family okay. But damn, man, they probably lost a whole lot of valuable stuff, bro.
Yep.
Personal stuff,
When your house
valuable
goes
stuff.
up like that, it's a lot of stuff that you don't think about until it goes away. It's just not there anymore. So it can be a devastating thing to people and stuff to lose their house. So you don't know it, but a lot of things that you take for granted that you walk by every day in your home or your apartment and stuff and everything, very valuable. And it's not easy to replace it. Not easy to replace it. Okay, Ted. The premier prime minister from Canada came down today at his meeting with Donald Trump. And I don't know what the heck they accomplished. I have no idea what they accomplished. Trump sat there, and I guess they were going tit for tat with each other. So he trying to embarrass each other, and Trump hit him up with slap him upside the head, and Connie come back and slap him upside the head. So why he came down there to sit in that daggone office and stuff with Donald Trump, I have no idea. Now, Trump is saying that he has a meeting that he's going to have with the China president of China, Xi Jinping.
How long you been saying that?
I know. That's what I'm getting ready to say. How long has he been saying that? Now he's saying in a couple of weeks. He sat there in the meeting. He said, "Well, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to have a meeting with Xi Jinping, China Prime Minister." Y'all don't want to talk to him. And then he said he's going to have it in South Korea. He's going to South Korea to have a meeting with Xi Jinping. You can't believe nothing that comes out of that man's mouth. Not a damn thing. At least I don't. Anytime he opens his mouth, it's a lie. It's a lie. And I guess people have become so immune to it that it's okay for him to sit there and tell a lie. Now I know, looking at Mark Carney when he said that, Mark Carney was looking at him and said, "Yeah, yeah, and I don't know if he said, "Yeah, he agrees with him," or "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He lying. But anyway, he sat there with him. I have no idea, Ted, why these people still coming there to the White House to try to court him. I have no idea what these countries are doing. This man is a fool. He just increased the steel from 25% to 50%. Saying he's going to help the people in this country who are in the steel. I'm going to increase the tariff to 50% now.
Well, that's coming before the judge. I mean, before the
Canada,
Supreme Court.
Canada uh, sells what, $18 billion worth of steel and everything inside this country. So that means that instead of the $18 billion, they're going to be out of another $9 billion. Or this country is going to be out of $9 extra billion. Yes, it is going before the courts. We need to wait and see what the heck going to happen. But and our buddy down there in Brazil, Lula, called him up after he embarrassed him. And Mr. Lula says, "Okay, I'll meet with you. You're going to come down here and meet with Trump again." After he done sat there and dogged him out. Now, when are these folks going to learn this stuff and everything? You can't deal with him. He's not a person to be sit down there and dealt with. When they going to leave him alone? I don't know. I can understand and stuff why I do because if I'm the president of Brazil, ain't no damn way in the world I'm going to meet with them in again after you done raised my tariff up 50%. I'm already got a trading partner over here that I'm dealing with and everything. You know, since me over here fooling. It's a waste of my time. Now, what's going to happen in the Middle East here with Israel and the Gaza folks? We said he wanted peace. Trump says he's going to make sure that Israel holds them to it. They got a peace talk going on now. And those the people there who are the Hamas folks and stuff, they ain't very happy about it. But the Gaza and the Palestinian folks and stuff said they want this peace because they want to keep their country. Who's gonna win? Is Trump gonna get his wish?
Well, when you look at all the fronts, the only thing, and I'm gonna say this, he can't really take credit for it.
He
Yeah,
gonna
well,
take
I
credit.
guess he can because he did that big beautiful bill, all those tax cuts. But you know, when you get those tax cuts, usually the tax cuts is for expansion,
Mm-hmm.
hiring new people, advancing, and just really spreading out your business and everything. But you know what they're doing with those tax cuts? Buying back their own shares. That's why they so high. All they're doing is putting money back into their shareholders, into their shares. And then they're giving their shareholders some money too, But the point is, most of that money is going back into buying their shares to keep their company propped up so people can keep on buying their shares. Now, what did they just do? Trump, he said, now y'all can go into that 401k now. So now he done already made it legal. So you got companies now that's setting up where they can go into these people's 401k and talk to these people individual that's in companies, then go to whole companies and make their sales pitch. Say, we can run your 401k for
He gonna bankrupt this country and everybody in it.
you. so see, this is the thing that it's a slow drag, bro. First they got all the pensions. So now they went out to the 401k. What do you think is next, Ed? What do you think is next?
Hell, he done
Social
goddamn
Security.
it. If you get the 401k, that's it. We
No,
ain't
no,
got
no.
nothing.
No. The next thing is Social Security, bro. Next thing is for the
Well,
Social Security
I
will be
don't
on
think,
the
the people in the old folks and the senior citizens ain't gonna allow that to happen. You talking about the
Social
uproar?
Security will be on the chopping block.
I don't think he gonna get it because I remember when Bush the second tried to go in there and deal with that. He caught holy hell messing with Social Security because he wanted to privatize it.
Social Security will be on the chopping block, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, if it gets on the clock, or if it gets anywhere near that, Ted, he gonna have an uprising again. Them old folks gonna be coming out the woodwork and everything.
Well, let's hey, look at here. Look at here. It might take 2 years, maybe three. But here's the thing. The reason why he's trying to get rid of that ACA, because he knows that the majority of these old folks is in old folks' homes. And they on that Medicaid while they on Social Security. And they living in those 3,000, 4,000, $5,000 a month apartments in these old folks' homes, and they cut that Medicaid off. Somebody already predicted 50,000 people or more will die. Now you count that up. So they saying in the next 2 or 3 years, maybe 300,000 or 400,000 people will be off on Social Security or more. That's the game plan, bro.
Well,
There's too many old people
Ted,
right now, man.
then
We are
then
right now. We are the
then
second highest.
then he got the biggest fight in the world on his hands if he try to bother that. If he got the biggest fight on in the world, if he try to, he
Man,
gonna
these
catch
white
holy
folks.
hell. He
Ed,
gonna catch
Ed,
hell messing with their 401k. But after that, he ain't gonna be able to make it. I'm telling you, it is not. No. You talking about
Ed.
Ed and everybody else out
You
there.
got too much
We gonna
confidence in these white folks. You got
we
too
gonna
much
be.
confidence in these white
I'm
folks.
gonna be out there talking to these folks and stuff. We need to get in our wheelchair and roll them out of them
You
nursing
got too much
homes
confidence in
and
these
shit
white
and
folks.
everything, and get out here and
Ed,
hit the flag on
Ed,
and
Ed,
shut this country down.
you got Nation News, you got Fox News, you got all these radios, conservative radio stations, and they will sell these people jelly beans, two for a penny, and they believe it.
Yeah, I don't know if you notice it, but there's a whole lot of folks out there who ain't listening to Fox News and all the rest of them stations out there. How do you think my boy Kimball got back on Sinclair? Them folks rose up and they said, "We gonna stop this mess here." And Sinclair said, "We got to keep our money because our ad dollars going away. We can hurt them son of a gun so bad and everything. We can get our stuff back." I'm telling you,
Well,
there's
that's
a
because
way.
Sinclair is everywhere.
They
You
are
know what
everywhere.
Sinclair
And
was? Ed,
I
Ed,
understand who
Ed,
they were.
Ed.
I understand who they
What
were.
was Sinclair before it was Sinclair? Do you remember?
They've been around for a long
No,
time.
no, 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 no. They have not. That
They've
Sinclair has
been
not been
around for a
around for a
long
long
time.
time.
Well,
What
when I
was
say when I
Sinclair?
say a long time, I'm saying at least 10 years, 11
No,
years,
they haven't been around that
12
long.
years. Yes, they have.
They have
Because
not been around
remember,
that long.
I remember when you and I were talking about them and stuff back in 2017,
Ed.
and they were just beginning
Well,
to start buying
let
up
me tell you what
the
Sinclair was
conservative
before. Ed,
radio stations,
Ed. Let me tell you what Sinclair was. It was WGN,
and they were buying up those
and
fronts,
WGN was national, and they
and they
bought
were
it.
they were turning around and started buying up stations and TV stations and stuff all over the country, little small stations and stuff all the
Well, there's
country. They
another
were
company
buying them
too.
up.
It's the same thing. You know, they're the same guild. I forget the name of it, and Mark something or Star something. It's the same guild. You know, and so both of them had to come back because both of them had quit. It was Star something and Sinclair, and they all, you know, they somehow they scraped up some money to buy WGN, and then Star bought some of them too. So it's almost like about 40, 50 stations or more, which covers millions of people. And
Well,
not only just the red states, but the blue states too. That's why a lot of people couldn't
and
see Kimball in D.C. because Sinclair runs in D.C.
and I remember when my boy was trying to deal with them, and he was trying to get his weather channels and all the other stations online. I can't think of this black guy's name, but he sued Comcast for something like $4 or $5 billion to get them in there. But he had to deal with Sinclair at the same time. Oh man, what's that boy's name? Oh, I'll think of it.
I know what you're talking about.
I'll think of his name. Okay, people, we get close to the end, and at the end of the show yesterday, something was said.
I know you was gonna go there, Ed.
Yep, I am. I'm gonna say it again out here
You gonna go
again.
there?
I'm gonna say it out here again. 'Cause I don't know what's going on here, but I truly believe that this will be Custer's last stand if it happens. Yes, the commander in chief of the National Guard, can he call up the troops, his troops, to protect his people in his state over Trump trying to federalize them? I don't know. I didn't look at it very much, but I was thinking about that part of the way last night. What could happen if
I thought the federal
government
government take charge of the
can't?
army.
What I think what's going on is that they the commander in chief of the National Guard is the state is the governor of the state. He's their commander in
But
chief.
the federal government supersedes that.
Well, will the troops and everything go against their commander in chief in the state? They got an order from the commander in chief
If
in
that's
their
the case,
state.
then he would have each one of those governors, you know, would have done it. D.C. got a problem because they don't have a governor.
No, they don't have any. But I'm just thinking, what would happen if this happened? If they if the commander in chief of the National Guard in that state said, "I'm your commander in chief, and this is my order.
Well, that's a good question, but like I said,
This is my order. I'm the governor. I'm your commander in chief. This is my order. This is what I want you to do." Most of those people and stuff who are in the National Guard live in that state.
yep,
Those are their people.
Yep.
They are there to protect them. They call
Their
them up
family
on
is there.
national disaster. They call them up on national disasters to come out there and help your people, and they do. They round themselves up and get on out there and help
Why
those
you think?
people.
Why you think he sent those Texas people there?
The Texas governor wanted his people to leave and go up there, and so they had to follow him
The
because he's the
reason why
commander
is
in chief.
because
He
he want them to. He know that those Texas governors,
he
those are
he want he
Southern
want
governors, bro.
he wants them to be able to he want the governor was okay with this. So their commander in chief said, that's what I want y'all to do, and that's what they did. They left and went to Illinois. But I'm talking about California, Illinois National Guard. They already told the police there in Chicago and stuff and everything, we ain't gonna cooperate with them people. You see what they did to them. They sprayed them so they sprayed the Chicago police officers with tear gas.
Sure did.
and and when that whore went to their office because she had to go to the bathroom pee pee, they told her she couldn't come up in there. Yeah, you
Get
can't
your
come
ass on
in
out of
here.
here.
So get out of here. And she left. She didn't couldn't do anything. She left. Anyway, Mr. Harvey, I think it'll be an interesting scenario, man, if somebody did that. I really do. I don't know if they thought about that, but I would have, as the governor, I would have said, this ain't this it. I'm bringing up my national guard and stuff, and I'm telling them what the hell to do here, because I'm their commander in chief. Might be a big fight. Big fight.
Well, my last word is this, and I don't take this lightly. Psalms 37. It says, "The heritage of the righteous and the calamity of the wicked." Now, Psalms 37. I'm gonna read just a couple of verses, maybe not even just one verse, or two couple of verses. "Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be envious of the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like grass. Though they wings spread like green bay, they will wither away. Trust in the Lord and do good." That's what we got to do. Trust in the Lord and do good. Didn't say that we were good, but do good. The wicked, God hates the wicked. And there are a lot of wicked people right now that's doing some wicked stuff. There's a lot of people that are praying because there's going to be some suffering going on. There's some suffering going on right now. But what I'm saying is, this is America. And we got a lot of praying American people. And some judgment is going to be coming real quick. You got mothers working for the federal government, they just janitors. So we'll see. We'll see. Because God always shows up. Because these people are evil. They wicked. Whatever their motives are and whatever they think, if you look at their faces, Ed, did you see their faces? You see those Republican faces? Their
Mm-mm.
faces was hard. They done shriveled all up because they are strategizing how to be more evil. How can we hurt these people so that we can get what we want? They strategize in wicked and evil devices. Hey, that's on them. I'm not judging nobody. But all I know is I go by their action. and their action is showing evil and wickedness. I don't see the Democrats looking like that. I don't see the Democrats. They are for the people. So we'll see. That's my last word. We'll see. I got
Okay.
patience.
Okay. I got two last words. One, the Justice Department attorney was assigned to investigate New York Attorney General.
Who?
Justice Department was there was an attorney assigned to investigate Patricia James, the New
Oh,
York
yeah, I heard about that.
Attorney General. And they wrote up their findings and stuff, said there was no case to convict the Attorney General for a crime. There was nothing to convict her as a crime. It was thoroughly investigated, and this particular thing that they were trying to get her and stuff
Well,
for
she'll be fired.
is not a crime. I know, but she's already put that news out there and wrote this stuff up, and I'm pretty sure that the Attorney General of New York got a copy of it, and they can't do anything to her if someone from their office and stuff writes up that she cannot be. There
You
is
get another clown.
well, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to bring a case to court, any court and everything, before the judge throws it out. They're going to throw it out because they've already said there was not a crime. Now, yesterday you gave flowers to a young lady who really needed it. This girl, Nicole, and everything. And I thought that she deserved those flowers. Well, I got another young lady who deserves some flowers. Her name is Fannie Willis. They got her. They trying to dog girlfriend out and everything right now, and she needs all of our black folks' support right now. I want to give her some flowers for the effort that she tried to do to get this man convicted of a crime that he had committed, and that the state of Georgia has completely eliminated it. Nobody is going to take that case up, and they know it. He is got away scot free. Put her reputation on the line to do that. Now they're getting ready to come at her real strong. We send our prayers up and stuff for girlfriend because she's gonna need it. Amen, Fanny. We still behind you, girl. Keep going. That's my final word.